And here we are at the Grand Floridian. This is one of those resorts I just like to sit at and absorb. Because it's adorbs. Usually the ginger smell is like overpowering, but it's not this year. This is very pleasant. Something wonderfully Christmassy about this space, more so than any of the others, and I think it's this gingerbread house. You know, they have gingerbread carousels and other really cool things at some of the other resorts, which I'll hopefully be showing you on this trip, but look at that. This incredible, beautiful tree. And some years, right before New Year's Eve, hanging up there will be a balcony of balloons. One year they had that. The ingredients: 1,050 pounds of honey, 140 pints of egg whites. Remember, a pint is 4 cups. No, a pint is 2 cups, and a cup is 3 eggs. It's a lot of eggs. 600 pounds of powdered sugar, 700 pounds of chocolate, 800 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of spices, tons of creativity, Disney magic, and pixie dust. And look how they've decorated it. The gingerbread. And you can't get close enough, sadly, and there's so much detail in there. There's like a little Dickens village on that second shelf. And all the nutcrackers. Just beautiful. This was one of my favorite things in all of Disney World. It's the Grand Floridian high tea. And I've had it about 3 or 4 times with different groups of people. And it hasn't been open since the pandemic. And I miss it. Lots. Come on, Disney, bring it back. They used to make gluten-free high tea. It was awesome. So we are inside the Grand Floridian. We have finished lunch. I spent the morning at Magic Kingdom. She spent the morning at Epcot. Let me see if I remember this. We met at Ohana. We had lunch. We came here to the Grand. We did a little kind of walk around window shopping at Poly. We're now here at the Grand Floridian with the gorgeous tree. I got some pictures taken. I'll put some of those in right here. She is in line at the gingerbread house because they used to have a gluten-free gingerbread item on the menu. We don't see it right now, so that's of concern to me. So she's in line to see whether or not they have one. If they do, she's going to pick some up, and I'm curious to try it compared to the ones I had at Beach Club. And then after that, we don't know. We had a lovely chat, huge cast compliment to a woman on the top of the second level. We're holding the chair, like every one of my little thank yous. And I'm just sitting off to the side here, away from everybody. Set of 2 chairs, so if she does want to sit and drum me for a little bit, we can. Once that's done, I'm going to hop on the monorail and head back to Magic Kingdom, because that's the next stop. And I will go see Winnie the Pooh. My window is between 2 and 3 o'clock. And then she is going to go back to Epcot, and she's going to go check out, hopefully, Cosmic Rewind. She's slowly moving up in time. And she is also checking out Mission Space Orange, potentially. See, I would just do green, and almost always that's a walk-up, or if it's not, it's really quick. I think my body goes, yeah, but this is that place you nap in normally. Because I do. I will nap in this lobby a lot. One day it would be nice to actually have a room here and nap in a room rather than in the lobby. But, you know, that's why they charge you as much as they do to stay here. It is warm enough that I'm seeing people come out in T-shirts now, just sweatshirts with no coats. It says it is 61 degrees out. I think today's high is 63. Tomorrow's is 68. And then we have a real season with 79 and 80 and beautiful weather. I am very tired. I mean, we got up really early. We got up at 6:15. And I tossed and turned a little bit tonight, so I didn't have the perfect night's sleep, but it's okay. I had a small bit of coffee. I don't do a whole lot of caffeine, so, you know. But yeah, so I'm just going to relax for a little bit, close my eyes, and then we'll take it from there. Can't wait to go home and have some more fun. Tonight we're having dinner at Storybook Dining. I don't know why I keep doing that. Storybook Dining. We're going to meet the Evil Queen and Snow White and Grumpy and Dopey. And I've met Snow White, but that's the only one, so I'm excited to meet the others. So we've changed locations. Welcome to my fireside chat. We've changed locations. We are now currently flameless. She is headed off to Epcot to do Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. Her group's going to be in about an hour, so she's just making sure she gets there. My time slot opened up for my 2 o'clock Winnie the Pooh, so in a few minutes I'm going to head out there. And then at 4:50 we have Pirates of the Caribbean Fast Pass, and then at 5:05 we have Jingle Cruise. And once that's done, we'll look at the time, but we may just do a quick meander out, and then we have dinner at Storybook Dining. And then we go back to the parks if we're up for it, and we have rides. I'm going to get her on Space Mountain. I want to see the People Mover at night. I'm happy to ride Buzz Lightyear again. We'll see if, Haunted Mansion has some availability toward the end of the day. But we may be able to cut the middleman out with some of this. Speaking of which, right, so it was about 2:06 when we booked our lightning lane. So I am now going to set my alarm for 4:06. Because at 4:06, that is when we can book the next lightning lane. And I do want to get her on Space Mountain, like I said. You don't need to get me on Space Mountain. Don't like it. But I want to get her on Space Mountain. We've also been totally rewiring our plans for the next few days. So we originally had a reservation at the Beer Garden. But if we did that, that was going to limit some of our time to see Fantasmic, to get back and forth to the parks and get some of the rides we wanted to get in the Hollywood Studios. So we have decided to forego the guaranteed dining reservation at the time that we had it, and we're going to just kind of play it by ear and see what other fun stuff we want to do. We get gingerbread cookies from the Grand Floridian, and they were almost like peanut butter cookies, like the round cookies. There's a bunch of them in a bag too. They are very different than the ones that you get over Beach Club. I like the look of the Beach Club ones more. And the Beach Club also has chocolate ones, so looking forward to that. I think we're going to get ourselves up and moving and head into the park, and let's go see Winnie the Pooh. Merry Christmas. Actually, belated. Happy holidays. I almost don't want to move because it's so comfy, but I have to. So here we go. Back in the crazy of the parks. Oh, I got to be careful because I think there's a parade going on right now. There will be the salmon swimming upstream to avoid the parade. That's how it goes. But there we go. I'm enjoying this. As crazy as the days are, and as much running around, and how much I hurt by the end of some of these days, it's a lot of fun and a lot of joy and a lot of magic and a lot of nice moments. So let's go find some more.
They were gone so much. She said she booked 50 bottles of tea and then went into Mohana and
So down the road here to where they have the electrical light parade. No, not this one. Sorry, it's the next one. But it's where they store the electrical light parade stuff. Okay, so if you've ever seen the electric light parade, that's it right there. That's where it stores until tonight when it goes and circles around all the areas.
Yes, it's either the giant love bag no, it's a giant love bag. Did you see the travel?
We are headed up to the pass holder entrance, because I am. Here we go. Painting with dribbles that run down the wall is like doodling noodles that wiggle and crawl. How tasteful, how charming, how gooey, how great, and how artful when framed and arranged on a plate. That one, you don't actually get that in the lightning lane. We skipped pretty much. Well, I was trying to be helpful and had some people sit in front of me, and then it turned out that they needed a handicapped non-transfer vehicle, so they couldn't even join me even though they were a two. They called for a one or two, they jumped the line, got in, and that was not helpful. Quick history. That was Mr. Toad buying the house of Mr. Toad because he had it first. This is actually kind of helpful. I'm the only one in these, so we can talk a little bit. Look, it's Tigger. And now the entire car starts to bounce. Gentle bounce, but bounce. My spirit animal. We like this. Oh, wow. Oh, no, he's falling asleep. Good night. Drugs the person was on who came up with this. By the way, this is But luckily, since there's nobody else in this area, I'm not disturbing other people. So you tell me, what drugs were they on? Put your comments below. I do love this ride, though, I'll be honest, because I love Pooh, I love Tigger. They make me happy. But this is, they were on some good stuff. Some really good stuff. Oh, but the rain is coming. Oh, no! There's so much rain. Everything's floating away. More bouncing it. Now, instead of bouncing, we're kind of floating like on a bouncy river. Hello. Look, Tigger, they're so sad. Oh no! And Pooh is stuck in a tree with his bot sticking out. But now we get to say, hooray! We're out of the dark, we're out of the night. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This is fun. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was fun. So I think I've discovered the hardest part about today. It's not the rides, it's trying to get to use the bathroom. Oh my goodness, I've tried 2 places and the women's line is like way out the door. Oh look, there's an ibis. 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 Hello, pretty ibis. It is actually really nice out now and almost a little hot in the sun. It is officially 62 degrees. At one point it got up to 63. This is lovely. This is the weather we were expecting this entire trip. It's actually going to even get hotter from here. But of course I have layers I could pull off when I get to that kind of a temperature. Now, it is about, hold on, 3:38. Flame is finally on Cosmic Rewind right now. And at about 4:45, whenever she gets out of the ride itself, we're going to meet at Pirates of the Caribbean, ride the Jingle Cruise, and then we've got dinner reservations tonight at 7:15. This has actually been a lot of fun. I've been trying to book her Space Mountain. Actually, I'm going to ask these guest services people if they can help. Crowded around here, but now that we're here, I thought I would show you, and I know I've shown you guys many times before, but one of my favorite little surprises here in the park. And let's see if we can find it. Oh, no, you're good. And there it is. It's easier every time. That is the smallest hidden Mickey in all of the park. It's tiny. It's very small. That's the smallest one here. Now, truth be told, I believe the one in Animal Kingdom is still smaller. Supposedly that's the smallest one here. I think the other one is smaller. It's like the iris dots and a little eye about that big. Teeny tiny. Oh goodness. We're in the land of Dole Whip right now. And there's a huge line for Dole Whip and Dole Whip pickup, and not even seeing mobile order working, but I'm sure it is. So we're going to take a relaxation moment here, find a place to sit, which may be a little difficult. Oh, you're right. Something looks different, doesn't it? Okay, so here's the story. When they came out, quite a while ago, there were 50th anniversary Mickey Mouse Ray-Bans. And they were awesome. And I really, really liked them. And I bought a pair. And on that same trip, I lost them. So now, we have another pair. I'm wearing them. They only had like 35 pair left, and they are gone. No discount, of course, because they'll sell. But at least I got them. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if they last at least through the end of this trip, if not longer. Come on, we can make this happen. Make sure I don't do anything stupid, guys. Follow along with me. Flame has finished Cosmic Rewind. She thought it was awesome, and I knew she would. She is now on her way here. It is 4:14. At about 4:45, we have a Pirates Fast Pass, and then we have a Jungle Cruise Fast Pass. Just had a fabulous conversation with a young lady who is, just a lovely young lady. I helped her name her port. We named it Peter Porgy. At least I think that's where we're headed, based on, she had a lanyard with a bunch of pins, and she had Spider-Man on there, and she had a Mandalorian, so I knew she was the right geek culture, and helped her come up with the name. She's very sweet, and her family was on the Aladdin ride, and while they were on that, she and I sat here and we talked, and it was awesome. Oh, there are people doing the pirate map thing again. That's awesome. I am dehydrating. because it actually got warm. It's now starting to get cold again because the sun's going down. So I found out, other things that have been happening, I found out that when I went to book the Fast Pass for Pirates of the Caribbean for both of us, I only booked it for her. Don't ask me how that happened, but I just booked it for her. So she had that, and then I had booked Pooh for myself for something else. I don't know how I ended up, I don't remember what the pattern was, but it made sense. I thought it was an every 2-hour thing. So I booked Pooh, did that, and then booked PhilharMagic, which I went into. And then I said, all right, I'm trying to book a lightning lane for her for Space Mountain. And every time I tried to do it, I could get myself, but not her. Well, it turns out because I'd gotten and used my 2 lightning lanes, I was available because I didn't have a Pirates lightning lane. But we had booked it at 2:07, and I needed to wait to book again until 4:07, and it was like 3:50 something, and that's why I was so confused. Hold on. So I went over to guest services. For those of you who don't know, by the President's Hall of Presidents, there's a little building there, and it's guest services. It's a much smaller staff. They are really focused on working with you, which means it takes a little longer to get through. Had the help of a very charming, very kind gentleman who ended up working through how to connect me, since I didn't actively have another lightning lane at that point, allowed me to connect to her, and then said, now, you can't book again until it's about another 10 minutes away. I said, that's okay, now that I know what's going on, I'll go ahead and do that. But the fact that he got me connected to the lightning lane with Flame so I can do Pirates with her, that was awesome. So, she's on her way here. She should be here shortly. I've told her where I am sitting and waiting. Oh my God, what fun. So yeah, so I've gotten quite a bit done today. The next thing I'm hoping we might be able to book before the night is out would be Haunted Mansion, because I would love to do that tonight. But again, because I didn't want to necessarily do it without her, we might even be able to walk on at that point in the evening. We also don't know how much we're going to want to walk around, because that's Space Mountain is Tomorrowland. We're coming in from going all the way out to Wilderness Lodge and getting to the Artist Point, so it may be a bit much. We don't know. We're going to give ourselves about an hour to get to the restaurant, so at about 6:15 we'll need to be kind of heading out. We may have time for something else after then. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited. So much fun. What is your guys' favorite ride at Magic Kingdom? Since this is really all I've been doing today. Put it in the comments below. Again, some of you I realize haven't been in a while, etc. But what's your favorite ride? I also think I'm about to start putting my layers back on because it's cold. If you haven't done so already, please give this a thumbs up. It makes the video more visible. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know the new stuff that's coming in. I am trying to build when I get to 500, because I'm at about, as of the filming of this, I'm at about 412 people, 413. So when I hit 500, I want to do a giveaway of some kind, and I've got something in mind. I also have a secondary item that I'm thinking about, but I would love the opportunity to share a little something with y'all. It's not going to be the sunglasses, though. I'm sorry, those are way too expensive. That's like at least 5,000 people before I would do something like that. So if you do want to be part of that, what I'm going to try to do once we get close to that is I'll get a randomizer to allow me to pick a comment. So go ahead and make sure you comment down below, as well as subscribing. So as long as you subscribe and you comment on the videos, then I should be able to, the more times you comment, the more times you should be counted. I just need to find out what randomizer uses that so I can make sure I get the right one for you guys. And yeah, and we'll do that, because I would love to be able to thank you guys who have been following me for everything you've been doing. I guess that was the problem.
They need a bit of persuasion, mateys. Pirate Will!
Hi, Will. I don't know what Will ever did to anyone. His hair looks fluffy.
Now, you scurvy scoffers, do I hear 10? A hen for a 10.
10! I'll give you 20 for the wrong.
Pipe down, you lily-livered lover. Strike your feathers, dearie. Show 'em your flock.
Hey, send them hens to Davy Jones. It's the Rounding.
Yipes on it. Nor
nor this here key neither. Wait.
Bear the ocean's mighty power. The power of the treasure in the Pacific flows through. Go and use it well. You have now found all of Calypso's treasures. Now use this.
I
love those hats.
Bye. On the way to my biggest fans. Yeah, they're on the ceiling out there. They love me. It's crazy. Well, anyways, hi guys, and welcome aboard the world famous Jingle Cruise, where we are known around the world for being famous. And I'm going to be your tour guide, popcorn stringer, tree trimmer, gift wrapper, stocking stuffer, and your secret Santa for next year, of course. But I'm sorry, I forget that last part. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be your secret Santa. Oh, there's strawberries. There it is. Wanted me to wish you all a Merry Fishmas, a Happy Veronica, and a Happy Canoe Year. Both, it has happened before. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to scare him off the same way I scared my ex-boyfriend off this Christmas. Okay, here it goes. I love you! Meet my parents! Yeah, I hope it works. Okay. Oh, yeah, I like doing chemistry jokes periodically.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, not my element.
Oh, there's more over here too. There's an elf and the monkey stuff.
Our gift shop over here. Now you'll see we've got a couple hats for sale, but don't worry if you don't know your size. We do specialize in capsizing. Alright, so I can help. Little story. It's something my parents told me on my 18th birthday. Yeah, they sat me down and they said, Skipper Gracie, we love you so much, but your free ride's over, so pack up all your stuff and get out. Bye everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
We just bought some pins, but as we were walking over to see about watching Hall of Presidents, we found royalty. It is Princess Tiana. By the Liberty Bell. We like her. Do you see her up there? Oh no! Oh well. So back to our visiting. Oh, it's Pooh and Piglet. Don't they look happy? We should wave at them and say hi. You know,
Christmas is a warm and snuggly time.
So all of these have been updated to say Christmas things in the park. And my wrist is all lighting up. It's pretty. Yeah. All right, now we're gonna go and see Tink, my lady girl. You hear the magic music? Oh, do you hear the train?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that excites me like to no end.
Is it usually both colored lights and white lights?
Yes. White lights are kind of always,
Right.
and then they add the colors for the Christmas. It's pretty.
It's so pretty.
Well, that's about it for Magic Kingdom for this round. We're not done yet, though. We have lightning lanes to get us back in here tonight. But before we do that, we are headed on the boat to Wilderness Lodge. That poor woman has no one who's taking a picture with her. You know what that means? We have to say hi. Snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. As I was saying before, we are headed out to Wilderness Lodge to get some dinner. We will be back here later, but that might be another vlog. So, if you have enjoyed this, please remember to like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and like, subscribe. I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?